Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I am Julie and today I have a thrift flip video for y'all. And all the projects in today's video are for me and my house. Those are my favorite because I can kill two birds with one stone. I can film a video and I can get projects done around my house. So let's go ahead and get to work. I want to make a little riser for the girls' bathroom. This is my last piece of fence board and luckily it was the exact right length. Now I just need to figure out the width. So I'm just placing the objects on there that I know I want to put on this riser, and I'm just going to mark where I need to cut it off. This fence board is 5.5 inches wide and I just don't want it to be that wide. So I'm going to go cut it down on my table saw. Y'all know that I love to use spindles and cut them down for my feet, but I don't have any of that in my new house in Mississippi yet. I have not worked up my wood hoard. So I bought these little dowel rods at Walmart. There's 3 of them. It was between $2 and $3. I don't remember. So I'm just going to mark where I need to cut it, and I'm going to use this for my feet. If you have been wondering why I haven't been doing a lot of wood projects on my videos, it is because I do not have much wood here. This is all I currently have, and most of this is the laminate flooring that we pulled up from upstairs. So I need to find me some side of the road wood or some old wood dealers here in North Mississippi. All right, I got my feet ready to go. I just went cut them down on my table saw. I am actually going to hot glue these. Now I normally do wood glue and then I secure it with a nail, but I'm gonna hot glue it that way if I come across an amazing spindle and I just want to change out these feet. It would be really easy for me to just knock them off and put on the new feet. So the hot glue will be sufficient to hold it for now. It's something that I'm keeping, not reselling, so it's fine. I'm going to paint this little tray the same color as my walls, Sherwin-Williams white duck, and then I'm going to lightly distress it once the paint is dry. I want it to be the same as the shelves that I already put in the girls' bathroom. I like to paint my shelving the same color as my walls, especially in a small space like this. It gives me the extra storage that we need in this room. It also gives me a space to put all the cute things that I love to decorate with, but it keeps the room feeling clean and simple. I like to put a lot of stuff in a room, but I like to design it in a way that it doesn't feel overcrowded or cluttered. Since it is going in the bathroom next to the sink, I definitely want to seal it. I'm just going to use this Waverly varnish sealer in the color matte. I am really liking this stuff. It does dry with a tiny bit of a sheen, but that's okay. But you just have to put it on one time and you don't have to wipe it back like the wax. And it dries really fast. Next, we're going to work on some of the accessories that I want to put on the tray. We need to paint the wooden top of this piece because somebody wrote on it. And this is going to be the soap dispenser. I already took off the top of the soap dispenser and went spray paint that black outside. I'm going to be painting everything the same color. This is Rust-Oleum chalk paint. It is actually a mix of the chiffon cream and the linen because I find the linen is a little too bright white for me and the chiffon cream is just a little bit too dark. So I find the two of them mixed together is just the perfect color. I want to keep the little wooden spoon in here natural and paint the rest. Even though I'm going to be putting cotton balls in here, that little spoon is just too cute not to keep. I really wanted a white soap dispenser, and this is the only color they had available at Walmart when I went pick one up. So that's why I'm painting this one. But after putting a coat of chalk paint on it, I just decided that I wanted to add a little bit more texture. You were going to see the brush strokes, so why not just go with it? So I added a little bit of baking soda to my paint and then did 2 layers of the paint with the baking soda. And I just love the texture and pottery feel it gave to this piece. Of course, I'm going to put many coats of the Rust-Oleum clear spray paint on here since it is going in the bathroom as a soap dispenser. Once my paint was dried and sealed, I wanted to add a little label to it. My idea was to add the word soap using the IOD stamps, the same ones that I used to make that bath sign, so it kind of go together. But The word was just a little bit too big for this piece. So instead, I decided to make a little label just like I did on those amber glass jars I made. So once again, I'm just tying in different pieces throughout the room. So I'm using Mod Podge to glue it on, and then I'm going to go back and seal it with Mod Podge. But I just want to get it on the label because the Mod Podge will change the look of the piece. So I'm going to be careful. I'm just going to Mod Podge the label. Then I'm going to bring it back out and spray it with another coat of the Rust-Oleum Clear in a matte finish. And then this piece is done. I wanted to have some floral on this riser because of course we need it to be cute as well. And the only thing I had that was the right size was this pickle jar. I always keep my empty jars just in case I need them for a DIY. And then I printed this from graphicsfairy.com. I'll put the link in the description below. It was a whole sheet of vintage labels, and I decided on this floral one, and I just printed it to the right size. However, I only have a black and white printer, so I'm going to try to give it a vintage look just using the materials that I have. I taped an old piece of book paper on just a regular sheet of paper. That way I could put it through my printer and it just gives it that vintage look that I wanted. And did you know that you could sand paper? So I'm just going to sand the edges. That way my lines are just perfectly smooth and I can get my corners perfectly round. Now I want to add a little color to my label. I didn't have any pink, so I'm using the red, but you know, like when you don't mix up the ketchup and that first little glob that comes out is kind of like watery ketchup. Ugh, I hate that. Well, anyway, that's kind of what's happening now. I'm just using that first little water glob out of the red to create pink. I am really having to be very creative without having my normal huge craft stash here at the new house. So anyway, I'm just going to give these flowers a little bit of a pink look. So any kind of paint that you have, if you water it down, it kind of turns into basically watercolors. And then I'm going to go ahead and do the edges of this label as well, just for a little added touch. These are the projects that I love, where it's just in the details, and I have to be creative and figure out how to get the look that I want with the very small amount of materials I have. I just love doing this kind of stuff, and I just love the way that this label came out. To attach the label to the jar, I'm going to use Mod Podge. I'm going to put it on the back of the label, then I'm going to put the label on the jar, and then just like in the hand soap, I'm only going to Mod Podge the front of the label, because if you get your Mod Podge on the glass, it will discolor it. I had so much fun doing these 4 small projects. I just absolutely love working on little small pieces of decor like this, because I really feel like design is in the details. I took these items and I made them work for me, and I made them coordinate to other things that I have in the room. And to me, that is what makes a room special. That makes it feel designed, but it's also very unique because I made them myself. And I just love that feeling when you walk into a room that you've worked so hard on and completely redone, and you just see all these little pieces you made all put together. I just never get tired of that feeling. I wanted to get this light fixture painted for y'all in this video, but I ran out of paint, and I don't know about y'all, but my stores are bare. So after trying to find the paint at 3 different stores, I finally gave up on and ordered it off of Amazon. So this project is to be continued in a future video. I hope y'all enjoyed today's video. Please leave a comment below and let me know what was your favorite project that I worked on. So if you were wondering why I'm filming in the car, I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all a little update on the house. The contractors are at my house right now. They've been here all week making tons of noise. So I had to come in the car and film this so it could be quiet. But they are getting the flooring done upstairs, which is very exciting. We had kind of thought we could do it ourselves, but once we pulled up the floor, the subfloor was just in bad shape. And it was just we realized it was something. It was a bigger project than we thought, so we just decided to hire that out. Our time is better spent working and paying somebody else to deal with that mess. So they are putting the flooring down. They already came a few weeks ago and put a wall up there because we had this huge loft when you walked up the stairs, and we cut that in half, and we still have 2 big rooms right there. And now we've turned our 4-bedroom house into a 6-bedroom house because if y'all remember, we closed in the dining room. So with all of that going on at the house this week, it's just been a little bit difficult to film. Also, the plumbers just left because Ren Lucille flushed a toy down the toilet. $135 later, my toilet is now flushing. Oh my goodness, y'all. Y'all leave a comment below and let me know what's the craziest thing your kids have ever flushed down the toilet. Now, they didn't retrieve the toy, so I'm not sure exactly what you flushed down. It's a mystery, but it's fine. We got it fixed. Things are happening, things are getting done, and that is exciting. I am ready to have these contractors out of my house. So with all that, today's video was a little bit shorter than normal, but I'm gonna make it up to y'all next week. I already started working on the video and it's really good, and it's gonna be jammed packed with lots of amazing DIYs. So y'all make sure y'all subscribe and hit that notification bell. Y'all have a great day. That is what's going on in my life at this moment. I will see y'all in the next video.